Welcome to successfultradings.com. In today's video, we are going to illustrate why it is not wise to enter position in the first 5 minutes of the trading session. By the end of this video, we will unveil one key feature of the TradingView charting tool, which is the replay button. Then you will learn about using natural support and resistance such as EMAs and VWAP. And finally, we will take you step by step through the trade on SPY this past Friday, the 31st of December, on how it was actually a snare for any traders trying to enter a position in the first 5 minutes. But before we do that, let's actually take a look at an offer that TradingView just had. I'm not sure exactly when it started. For me, for the purpose of this video, I needed to get at least either the Pro or the Pro Plus version. So I started with a trial, but after I realized that I needed more than just the Pro version, I upgraded to the Pro Plus for my trial and discovered that actually they were giving it at half of the price. So right now the Pro Plus, I'm not sure if it's a first of the year deal or whatever. It's going for less than $15 instead of the, let's say, $29.95 also. So I wanted to share that as well. And definitely I will be performing another part 2, if you will, review of the trading view tool, because last time I don't think that we had the time to go over everything. So that said, let us then jump into the first item that we want to take a look at here today, which is the replay button. How do I access the replay button? So it's gonna be here on top of your chart. And this again, let's mention that it is only available starting with the Pro version. So you have it in the Pro, Pro Plus, and Premium. The free version does not have it. That's one main benefits of having a paid membership on TradingView. So for me, I needed that today, so I had to jump to the Pro Plus. Right now I have the Pro Plus, which give me the replay button feature, but also it gives me access to a lot more indicators, as you knew already, than the other one. So I went ahead and added on this chart. This is, I believe, will be the VWAP. We'll be talking about it shortly. But the replay button, quickly, let's go through it. So how you want to go about it, in my case here, I came in and then you can decide to go back at the specific time that you want. So in this case, if I say, okay, let's go back to the 30th at 12:45, meaning just the time here is in Pacific time. That's my time zone. So the tool naturally set the timing to your local time zone. So 12:45, that will have been on the 30th. So I just click on, and to exactly go there, I believe this is what you jump to. So jump to, and then I will tell it to jump back exactly here. So that's what it did. So this is 12:45 here. So I did that using this here after I selected my day. So let me repeat that again. So how do we go about doing that? So let's just say that now I want to go to the 12:30th. Let's say instead of 12:45, let's say just 5 minutes before that, meaning that right now each one of my candles is a 1 minute, right? So meaning if this is 12:45, this is 44, so I was expecting 45. So let's try to go to 12:40. So how do we do that? So right now it's on 12. We select on here and we tell him 12:40. Okay, we click here, and so it comes here. But in order for us for the replay to start exactly right there, we'll just click on here, which is jump to, and then say we want to jump there. So this now is 39. So it goes, since it's 1 minute, that's what we asked for, 12:40 for the first candle to be played. It's giving us 12:39 here. How do I see 12:39? Look at the bottom here. Let me try to illustrate that. Yep. Can you read it? Yep. There we go, 1240 is here. So that's how you go about setting that up. So we are ready to play it starting at 12:39. Now, the thing to know here is that this is really cool. It gives us the speed. So let me try to not confuse you on that. What's the speed of play is. So as you can see, one update every whatever frequency that you put, right? Every 0.1 second, or let's start with this one. One update every 1 second. What does that mean? So since our chart, it's a candle, each candle represents 1 minute. So here, by setting the speed to one update, an update is going to be a candle. So this means that if every 1 second, if we use this speed, we are going to get exactly 1 minute of the chart. So for us, that means that to go from 12:39, the session will end at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So to go to the end of that day and to go into the 31st, which we are really interested in, it's going to take us about 20 or so seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. So I just click on here, this play button, and it's going to be playing at the speed of 1 minute candle every 1 second, because we did that. So if I want to slow it down, I will go this way. So in this case, we said it's gonna take 20 seconds. Maybe let's slow it down here for us to say that every 2 seconds is gonna give us 1 minute. So we have 16 candles, so that's gonna be 32 seconds or so before we get to the end of December 30th and the beginning of December 31st. So let's just see, and we will adjust accordingly. So every 2 seconds we expect something. So here you go. This is it being played out. So you can follow along here. So each 2 seconds it gives us the 1 minute, a 1 minute candle. So right now we started at 12:39 here, 12:40 radar. That's why we ask it. And right now it's showing us 12:50, 12:51, 12:52, 53, 55. Okay. So the session will end at 1 p.m. and then let's stop. Okay. This is the beginning of December 31st, the one that I want to actually tell you about the first 5 minutes and how dangerous it is. Pretty risky to take those position to enter position on there. I mean, you can get lucky, but we're not trying to be lucky in our option trading. We want to go for successful trades or tradings, hence we want to make sure that we have confirmation before taking a position. So right now we have stopped this replay exactly on the first minute on December 31st at 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern time in Wall Street in New York, where the stock exchange resides. So this is that there. So when I hit the play button again, it's going to be playing exactly at the speed of, it's giving us every 2 seconds, gonna give us 1 minute. So the next 5, so maybe let me slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna slow it down to say, okay, every 5 seconds, it gives us a minute. So that will mean that since I want 5 minutes, 5 times 5, that's gonna take 15 seconds to go from 6:30 to 6:35. Those 5 minutes are the minutes I want you to focus on. Those 5 minutes are the one that I'm saying that it is really, really difficult to enter trades, and hence traders, as a trader, you should avoid making any move, because those are, during that time, that's where you are going through what the algorithm, I described that in an article that I just recently posted on the blog. I believe it's the 2020 option trading tips. That's one of the tips on there to avoid, by all means, entering position in the first 5 minutes. But if you really must, I'm providing a cool trick on how to do that on there. So go check it out. So let's just go ahead and play this. For the next 15 seconds, we are going to go through 5 minutes of that. Five seconds, we get a candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a candle. Okay, so minute number 1, minute number 2, minute number 3. Okay, so we were just here a minute ago. All of a sudden, we went from 320, we went from this low of the day, 320.15, to, let me pause this. Let me pause this. I'm even gonna replay it for you. So here we were. This is SPY. It closed at 321.10. Okay. How am I able to see that? I'm reading those close here. Okay, or here to the right as well. I believe yes, that's correct. So you can actually follow this data window here. It's very nice. I like it a great deal. I didn't illustrate it last time, but all the indicators are here for us. So the open, high, low, close, it's in this window here. So as I hover over any candle, so right now I'm hovering on the last candle of December 30th at 12:59. It's telling me that the open was at 320.78. I'm reading this from here. So we actually, as I move the cursor, it updates automatically. So just pay attention to this area while I am idle on this candle. So we open at 320.78. The high was of that candle was at 321.17. The low was 320.71, and the close was 321.10 on December 30th. So then we open the day on the 31st, last day of the decade. Okay, or the year for you, but for whatever reason, I like really saying last day of the decade, or first day of the decade, as we are January 1st, 2020 today. So here the open was 320.53, so we gap down. If you're not familiar with the notion of gap down, that's another trading lingo or terminology or terms that we explain in on our blog. So go ahead and check it out. So to increase your knowledge of the market terminology. So we open at 320.53. The high was 320.53 for this candle. So if you are not familiar with candle, you pretty much know. I mean, there is no what they call this upper wick. So meaning that open was that high for that minute. And then for 2 bars, SPY here is faking as if it really wants to sell off. So 1 minute, second minute, it really wants to sell off. So now I want you to pay attention to this orange line. This orange line for us is the volume weighted average price, right? 321.46. Okay, so that's a natural indicator that you will become familiar with as you follow these tutorials. I use it extensively in getting confirmation, because again, taking a successful trade is about confirmation. That's really, if there's only one thing you are to take away from this today, it's that in 2020 and going forward in all of your learning is to you take a trade where you have a great probability of being successful in it. And how do you make sure of that? Through time, you will discover indicators that you can rely on. And then when those indicators fulfill your criteria, then you know that that's a high probability trade you want to get. So here's SPY, the third minute, all the way from 320.40 to 390. I can guarantee you, if you're ever seen an option chain early in the morning at the open, good luck trying to place a limit order in any place. I mean, you can get lucky. I mean, for me, one of the things that I recommend on there, again, check the blog. I give you a trick on actually take advantage of this, because these are head fakes, mind games that the algos are known for. So all along, this thing really didn't want to go down. It's just a head fake to get people to go this direction, so to take puts in this case, because in this case is really oversold. We explain that terms in the blog, meaning that the price is below even this lower Bollinger Band. We talked about Bollinger Band. This is the upper Bollinger Band. This is the lower Bollinger Band. The price is really below that. The price is even below the VWAP, which again we explain in detail. But we need 1 minute, literally between this candle and this candle. Look how it jumps from 320 to 390, 321. Well, you can say, oh, what's the big deal? It's only 1 point. Well, 1 point. By the way, those who are playing daily options for SPY had a daily option expiration on that Tuesday. So you can just imagine this type of swing, 1 point swing, that's 0.3% or so, or 0.35% or so for SPY trading at 321. That makes a lot of money move. So here, let's continue. So now you could say, oh, surely enough, it's going up, right? So let's continue the tape. Let's carry on the tape on here. Right now, we are sitting. What's the green one? The green one for us, we can read that on here. The green one is the exponential moving average 50 period. We explained that with what this means is the exponential moving average 20 period is the yellow line. So it has, notice how this candle, how they will hit these natural barriers, if you will, support and resistance. That's how I call them, natural support and resistance line, because moving average 20 or 50 or even the VWAP, they are natural. They are things that computers know and all traders know naturally where they are at all times. Trust me, because a great deal of decisions are made solely based on where the price in relation to those indicators. So let's continue the tape on here for a few moments to actually see what's going on. So we are updating every 5 seconds. Okay, 321.23. All right. Spidering. Okay. Selling off here with it this week. Okay. So what's the time here? The time is 9 minutes into the session. SPY has already put in a high of a local high and a local low. It's above all of our moving average, the EMA moving average in green 20 period, the 50 period. And let's take a look here at what VWAP. VWAP is trying to catch up. VWAP, that was all the way here, and now it's trying to catch up. VWAP, it's at 320. All right, so setting up a higher high by 647. Is it true? So here, what are you going to do here? Okay, so are we going up? Let's take a look at the tape. What are we going up? 321.50. So let's say you were able to enter the trade somewhere here. How much are you making so far? So if you were able to enter around 321.20, the high went 321.50. It's 6:55, so meaning about 25 minutes into the session. Oh, now SPY is going back down. Or is it? I should be here to show you the time, 6:59. So here are the first 30 minutes of the session. Not exactly sure how you will have made money in this case. Okay, so after hitting a high here at 649, 2150, 2153, here it going back down below the VWAP. Basically, the way that retail traders we use VWAP is you get confirmation of bullishness if you are above VWAP. As simply, let me put it in detail. I will write a great article on this in the upcoming weeks, really detailing the difference about the big guys, how they use VWAP, and how us retail, we use the VWAP. You will be surprised. Stay tuned for that. In any case, I think we are already up all the way to what time is it here? 7:15 in the trading. And basically we can consider that SPY has been doing sideways. This is the last day of the year, so those computers, they knew what they were doing since 6:37 or so. If you were lucky to enter calls here, if you were not caught up in this fake move and you enter call, yeah, you may have made some money from here to here, 1 point, decent. But now you may have been giving away, or you panicked and sold them somewhere where when we went below this, hopefully we bounced the first time on the view app, and then we went below it. So here's another head fake. Here's another head fake, because here absolutely you could say, oh geez, we are going back down. Hence, two takes away here. First, getting confirmation, but secondly, making decision on larger time frames, because following the action on a minute by minute, it's really difficult. Let me pause this. It's really difficult following this minute by minute move of SPY. You will not be able to follow. So I never use 1 minute, even within the first 5 minutes anyway. I am just checking out. If I have overnight position, I may be making decision on overnight position, adjusting or taking my profit because that happens a lot. You blink, you lose. But I'm looking at the chart at least within the first 15 minutes using the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart look like this. So after this first 5 minutes here that we recommend, you could have then entered your position maybe somewhere here. Yeah, you could have entered here. What was the open? 320.81, but to go to 320.60, less than $1 move. So either you're trading the stock or the option. We mostly trade options, as you know. You had to sell them right there. Otherwise, you would have given everything right back within a matter of less than 30 minutes. That's really frustrating. That's really, very frustrating, especially since those options expire the same day. So this is the reason why in this video today, our recommendation is to stay idle within the first 5 minutes because of the mind game that the algos will play. So I'm using SPY here to illustrate that, but imagine if SPY is doing that. The individual stock themselves, they could be running just wild, because as you know, SPY is the biggest index, so it has it's the heartbeat of the market. So meaning all of the stock will move proportionally. All of them, in most part, will move proportionally to what SPY is doing. So thank you very much for the video. For watching the video, please leave your comment, thoughts, and questions, and we will make sure to continue tailoring the contents of this blog to your need. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Welcome to successfultradings.com. In today's video, we are going to illustrate why it is not wise to enter position in the first 5 minutes of the trading session. By the end of this video, we will unveil one key feature of the TradingView charting tool, which is the replay button. Then you will learn about using natural